Sarah, and Vinny on Alice at 97.3.
So what about acting? You did some stuff on Glee.
That was
you've
fun.
done some shows as well, theater.
Yeah, I spent most of my life before Idol doing theater.
Right.
Doing musicals. And I would love to get back on camera. When I got the call to do Glee, I was like, oh, cool, this will be a nice challenge. And
were you a fan of the show?
Yeah, I've seen the show. Yeah, totally. Yeah. And I had friends that were on it, dancers that I knew that were on it, and I had been watching it since the beginning. And the funny thing was I actually auditioned for the show before it started.
Really?
Yeah.
So would that have been before Idol?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Way before Idol, yeah. And it was, I auditioned for the lead guy, the football guy.
Finn.
Corey, yeah,
right.
Corey. And didn't get it. The guy told me, he's like, you're really talented, but you're too old. I was like, okay. Yeah. And then they put me on it anyway, after the fact, right?
It was a high school show.
That might have been the let him down easy card.
Maybe, because I think Corey was something like 28 or 29 when he got, but he did look pretty young.
But when I did the show, I started, when they asked me to do it, I showed up the first day and I was so nervous. And I was like, God, why am I so nervous? And I realized no one auditioned me for this guest spot. I hope I don't suck. Like, what if I'm horrible and I'm on set and they're like, cut.
Really oh, no.
I was like worried. I'm like, what if I'm like crap at this, And they're like, cut, do it again, cut, So once I got control of my nerves, it was fine. Yeah.
Do you do any live singing on that show, or is it all?
It's all pre-recorded.
They pre-record everything.
Yeah.
Is the studio awesome? That they
and the
recorded?
guys that put together all the songs are so cool. Really, really nice.
We're talking with Adam Lambert, who is here talking about the original High.
Yeah.
Which I assume is just an adrenaline high, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at you. You're so fit and healthy looking.
I mean, the original High there's a lot of different highs out there. So I think it's kind of like whatever.
Wasn't the
it means
original
to you.
High sex?
That's
Am I
one
wrong?
of them. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah, right?
I could go there. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's what I'm so excited about with this album is that it's kind of like we purposely wrote the lyrics to have some sort of they're a little more vague here and there. I wanted everybody to be able to kind of find their own meaning in them, even though they're coming from a personal place. There's a lot of double meanings.
And people do. I mean, that's,
There's a lot of like double things happening in the songs.
Sometimes it can be disappointing when you hear an artist say, here's what it means.
Yeah.
And you've already kind of got your own.
Well, I was saying that to my team the other day. I was like, I don't know if I should be talking so much about all these songs, because doesn't that take some of the connection out for the listener? Like, it should be about what it means to them. I asked everybody on Twitter the other day, I said, what does the song mean to you? And it was really interesting to read the responses.
Right.
Yeah.
Your team.
Yeah.
You just mentioned your team.
I have a team, yes.
Like a whole...
Managers, publicists, the record label. I mean, you can't do this by yourself.
No.
Yeah.
But it's funny because people think about your posse or your entourage or whatever.
Posse?
But I was, I've been thinking about you for the last few days. We knew that you were going to come on. I was wondering, do you have you're not as glam as you used. I mean, you're still very glamorous. Don't get me wrong.
I actually been, as far as like that kind of team, like a glam team, I've been doing a lot more of it on my own. I mean, I ask for help when I need it, but it's kind of like...
But like for shows and stuff, do you have people who are like...
For the Queen tour, I had a designer that I worked with, but I get really specific about what I want. And like, no, can we do something like this? Or I get a picture, I want this, and...
It's more like, here's what I want, go get it.
Could you please find this for me? Yeah.
Right. Here's what I've got for you.
Can you put metal on this leather jacket? Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be kind of nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you call Versace and get them to send the runway piece? They did? Great!
Oh, look at you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was cool.
Oh, my God.
That was a big win. Yeah.
So
I'm a big old dork.
You're in the middle of getting ready. I would imagine you're meeting with your team as you're getting ready to promote this record. Yeah. And you've probably got a lot of shows set up. I mean, you just mentioned Queen for summer.
We don't have any shows set up yet. The Queen thing's in September. This time is about, getting around and talking about it and trying to perform the single. We did the Ellen show last week. That was great. I think things will start coming up.
You've done her a couple times, haven't you?
She's great.
Yeah.
She's so great.
Is she as nice in person?
Totally.
Really? Did she prank you?
Not yet. She hasn't pranked me before. She's one of those people, some people you meet and they're a little bit aloof, but Ellen looks you right in the eye and connects with you. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I was just reading about Sam Smith and how he's blown out his voice.
Poor guy.
I don't know.
I think he's
it's
probably better
awful.
by now.
He isn't. He just flew to the States to get a specialist, and I was wondering, like,
I had a hemorrhage once. I had the same thing happen to me once, years and years ago.
Before
Idol, yeah, and it was really scary because I was like, something's wrong. And I went to a specialist, and he was like, you have to shut up for a whole week. And I thought, well, that's never going to happen. But I did it.
Yeah.
I shut up, and it came back. So I'm sure he's going to be fine.
I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
That's got to be so
I don't know
scary.
him well, but like we like text every once in a while. He's such a nice guy.
Oh.
Such a nice guy. Yeah.
Do you have a million famous friends now? Is that how this
No,
goes?
I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't think famous people like me that much.
What?
Because I have a big mouth. They're like, I can't tell him my secrets. He's going to tell them. I do.
Do you tell secrets?
Well, it's
You
not that
haven't
I'm not a gossiper. It's
Right.
more that I just don't
You're just
have any.
open.
I'm very open, and that,
You can't
when
remember
you're-
what people said not to say.
Yeah, or more about myself even. Like, I have a hard time kind of like remembering, oh yeah, everybody doesn't want to know everything about you all the time. So I'm learning. I'm
Well,
still learning.
People do want to know everything about you, so
It's
It's
confusing.
almost a dangerous way to be, because then you're like, oh, I said that?
Exactly.
I
No,
revealed that?
That's the problem. And sometimes you say one thing, and then that, of course, the game of telephone exists, as
Right.
we all know. I mean,
Yes.
the
He said.
the headline turns into that. You're like, I didn't say that. What? So
Have you tried to date any other celebrities? Does
No.
that work at all?
Never try to date a celebrity.
Why not?
Anybody into it? Give me a call.
So you've just
I
never
haven't
met?
had the
There's no celebrity where you're like, oh my God, I would love to.
No, it never.
What?
It's never come up. It really
Is there
hasn't.
a dream guy? Like, who do you think, gay or straight, is the
don't know.
guy
I
right
don't
now? Like, if
know.
you could,
I'm like,
you don't have a dream guy.
I have like a kind of a type, but
What's that?
I mean, I usually like go for guys that are a little younger than me, a little bit, because I'm an old man these days. Like mid-20s usually. That's good. Yeah, pretty.
Do you find Justin
Yeah.
Bieber handsome?
I don't know who. What is this?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he doesn't have his headphones on. I didn't even
That was me,
notice.
the guy that was talking to you in the other room. Hey, do you find Justin Bieber handsome?
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy,
So he would be.
he's so-
but I wouldn't. No, that's not for me.
All right.
And plus, he's not for me. I mean, I think it's not my team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is all just rhetorical. Like,
Yeah.
of all the guys.
His Calvin Klein ad was wonderful.
Oh,
Kudos. Yeah? I thought it looked good. Yeah. My favorite thing is I was looking online, and I have a couple of older fans who I love, and they were like, oh, we love the song, and oh, his voice and the guitar. I don't really understand the techno part of the song.
Funny.
I thought that was so funny. I was like, well, that's because it's for your grandkids.
Yeah. It's a very modern song.
But I'm really glad
man.
that people are excited about it, and I think that fans are going to love the album because there's some dance songs on the album. There's a huge ballad on the album. There's some, the Tovlo song has like kind of like a hip hop beat to it. I mean, it's going to be something for
You look
everybody. I'm
excited. You look like you're
I just
about to
can't wait for
burst.
people to hear it because I don't think they understand what they're in for yet.